all right. We're back, baby. We're back. That's my old intro. I guess old intro. That's for another podcast I do, Dominate Your Trade, Master Your Business. I'm having the intro for Protect and Provide put together right now. So until I get it, we're still using that. Welcome back. Welcome back. Last week was podcast number one. This is podcast number 2 for Protect and Provide, the lost code of manhood. What it means, why it's needed, and how to live it. We went through the intro last week. This week, we're going to kind of go through just what this book is about and how you use it. We're not even going to get into the first pillar, but oh man, and this podcast is for everybody, right? I mean, it's designed for young men, boys coming into manhood, men wanting to be better, granddads wanting to share with their grandkids, and for women. Tell your boyfriends to watch this. Tell your husbands to watch this. And you watch it. You set the standard. Women, I'm talking to women right now. This is the man's podcast, but I'm talking to women right now. You set the standard for the type of man you bring into your life, a man who's going to protect and provide and persevere for you and your family. There's nothing more important than you can do for your entire existence, for generations to come, than to choose the right man. And trust me, when you choose this right man, you've got to be like a fortune teller. Listen to me, women. Listen to me, women. You've got to see what he could be, not what he is right now. There's a great quote. I wish I knew who said the quote. My friend and mentor Les Brown says it often, but it's something, maybe Shaw who said it. But if you see a man for what he can be, he becomes what he could be. When you see a man for what he is, that's all he stays. And when you see a man for what he's less than, that's what he becomes. So you've got to see this man that you met. And I say this because my wife says she's seen me and instantly knew in my eyes what I was going to be in the future. She, at 21, 22 years old when we met, she says she recognized me and seen me for the dude who was going to be 40 and knew that we were going to have kids together and all this other stuff. And we joke all the time. Like, I'm like, sure you did type of thing. And women may have that sixth sense. I know women have a stronger sixth sense than men. They have to, for protection reasons, right? So they have it. And then all of us, all humans, we're on different levels anyway. So you may be up here in a higher level, in tune to things that are going on than me. What I'm down here on a lower level. Trust me, I'm still a gorilla dragging his knuckles. I'm not, I like to joke and say I'm on my last life and I'm reaching enlightenment. But and in the same way, there's a lot of things floating around in the air that I can't explain. The same way you're watching this video right now, not tied to any type of strings. You're probably watching it on your phone. Same way these phones work. There's some stuff floating around in the air that I don't know anything about. I know when I'm doing events and the room is full of people, the energy, we're the electrons, just beaming off of our brains because we're all electricity. Man, it's all in the room and we're connected. We're feeding off of each other's energy. That's why the events that I hold online will never take the place of the events that I hold in studio, in a room. Just something about it, man. We're connected. We're all connected as humans. Everything is connected to everything. I'm going to talk about that in today's podcast, but let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Let's see where we were at last week. And if you don't have this book, I will be at a martial arts event this weekend in Lafayette, Louisiana. You can buy the hard copy. I don't make any money off of them, but you can download them from our website for free. And I think I can do this. Let's see if I do this. Add a destination. No. So it's www.adams, or that's me, ADAMS, MMA.net. AdamsMMA.net. You can go there. You can download these for free. You can download Anti-Bully book for free. But last week, we just finished the introduction and my history, all of that good stuff. We finished that, the introduction. Boo, there it is. So right now we're moving in. A man's core mission is to protect and provide. When I wrote this, I sat down and I thought it was going to be one page. I'm mentoring these 4 young men, 22, 23, 24. And I knew I was moving from the West Coast to the East Coast, and I wanted to leave them with something more than just our talks. So I started writing down, and I thought, man, what is it? What is it? Like, what's the main thing? The main thing. And I always talk about this. What's the main thing? Keep the main thing the main thing. But what's the main thing? If you're in an elevator and you're talking with someone, let's just get off track, right? Let's do this. Welcome. I'm doing an event many, many, many years ago, 20, 25 years ago, with my friend and mentor, Les Brown. His name is on the marquee, real huge, and my name is down there somewhere, Brian Adams. But I'm getting in the elevator, going up to my room, grabbing some stuff, coming back down to the event. I get on the elevator with a guy. Elevator doors closes. We start going up. I'm getting off on the 3rd floor. The guy looks at me and recognizes my face from the posters and, all the marketing material, but he didn't know my name. I'm a nobody. I'm still a nobody, right? But he's like, hey, aren't you, or did you? And like, yeah, I'm going to be speaking later. He goes, oh my God, man, I'm going to miss your session. I got to leave and fly out early. And I'm like, thank you. Let me wring your neck, man. I'm the most important person here. What are you talking about? Missing my session. But he said, I'm going to miss it. I got to fly out early, but tell me something real quick that's going to change my life. And the elevator stopped, the doors opened up. I'm like, come on, man. I'm getting ready to do an hour-long presentation. I do 2-day, 3-day presentations on how to change your life. You got 7 seconds, right? So I step off the elevator, turn around, grab the doors so they can't close. I looked at him. I said, you want to change your life? Change your friends. And I backed up and I let the doors close. Boom, right? Felt good, man. I felt good. Boom, baby. And as the door shut, I turned to walk back to my room. And it hit me. I was like, damn, I wish I hadn't said that. Because I knew there were some people in my life that I probably shouldn't be hanging around. Because there's people all the time. And thank goodness for caller ID. Because, the phone rings and you look down and you see who it is. And you're like, oh, no, not now. I was having a good day. Ring, ring, ring. No, I can't answer that. No, ring, ring, ring. I look down and like, I don't want to answer that, but I got to. It's my wife. I'm kidding. But there's some people in your phone that you should probably delete. There's some people in your life that you should probably delete. Change your life, change your friends. But how do we even get on that, right? But so all of that to tell you is a man's core mission: protect and provide. Every man's purpose begins and ends with these 2 words: protect and provide. And that's what I wanted to instill with these young men. That's why I started writing this all down. And I'm thinking, what's the, and that's how we got to the elevator speech, right? Is keep the main thing the main thing. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm going to write all this stuff down. I've had all these conversations with them, all of this stuff. But if they could only grab one thing and remember it and make that everything. What is it? And I went round and round, and everything kept funneling back to this right here. It all starts with protect and provide. In the book right here, every man's purpose begins and ends with these 2 words: protect and provide. Men are born or being born a man comes with both a gift and a curse. The gift is strength, physical, mental, and spiritual. The curse is responsibility, because strength always carries weight, just like the Spider-Man movie, right? Peter, whatever the hell his name is. Look, man, in the comments, tell me what the last name is. I know y'all know it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Ring the bell so you get notified when I post these. But his uncle, Peter's uncle, tells him with great power comes great responsibility. Somehow, someone above knew the earth needed you. It's a blessing and it's a curse, because it's hard. And again, every day you're trying to make every day better. You're making today better than it was yesterday. You're going to make tomorrow better than it is today. So when I'm telling you, women, you're watching this because you need to find out what kind of man you need to bring into your life, father your children, raise your children, protect, provide for you. That man is not, when you meet him, that man is not who he's going to be. My wife 100% wholeheartily believes when she's seen me, she's seen the Bryan Adams at 40. I am at 60. She didn't know all this. I'm surprised she doesn't joke and say, look, man, I seen you at 40. I'm out. I'm out. Look. I said, no, I didn't know all this was happening. So you got to see the man for what he could be, who he's going to become, and help and guide him. Because a man's job is to get up and fail every day. Fail every day. Fail your way to success. That's the only way you learn. It's the woman's job to be there to help him up. Not chastise him, not talk shit. Support him. Say, hey, man, because every time he fails, he becomes a little bit better. You want him to fail over and over and over and over again. The same way as a father's job is to let their children fail. I have not done a good job at that. Trust me, I'm telling you, I have not done a good job at that. I've tried to protect my kids too much, give them too much. But I've learned from that. Maybe I should have some more kids. I don't know. My wife says not a chance. But it's a woman's job to be there because you know what he's going to be in the future. You know the kind of guy he's going to end up being, and it's your job, women. I like to joke and say my wife trained me, but she was like the like, if you go to the bowling alley nowadays, they have like these bumper things that get in, so you can't roll the ball and let it hit the alley and it just goes down. These little bumpers keep it on the wood until it hits the pins. And that's what a woman's job is. She's there to kind of guide you, let you hit the walls, stagger a little bit, hold you up, support you, be there for you. So with great power comes great responsibility. From the beginning of time, men have been called to protect and provide. It's just what it is. Don't ask why. My friend and mentor, Jim Rohn, says, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't ask why. I didn't, it's like when you get your own universe, you can set it up the way it is. But right now we're dealing with these rules. It's written in your DNA. It's not something society gave you. It's something God gave you. That means when danger shows up, you step forward. When the world shakes, you stand tall. When your family is hungry, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you feed them. You've got to always be hunting. That means working, making money, building your business, making money, reading books, watching podcasts, feeding your mind, going to the gym, being strong, going to the karate studio, learning self-defense, doing your push-ups, all of that. You never rest very little. Oh. So when your family is hungry, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you feed them. I'm telling you, it's written in your DNA. This isn't about ego or dominance. It's about duty. A man's purpose is to make the people he loves feel safe and secure and to give them the opportunity to grow and thrive. It starts with your why. I mean, it starts with your friends, right? But you've got to be that pillar. You got to be that light on the hill. Jesus said, we're the light, right? You got to be that light with all your friends. When you walk into a room, you either make it brighter or you bring it down. You make it lighter. People are either happy to see you show up or happy to see you leave. No in between, right? So that's who you are as a man. You got to be that pillar. You got to be strong. And it starts with your friends. So you're there to support them. They fall, you help them up. You guide them. You lead them. You tell them the books to read. You tell them the podcast to watch. Share this, right? And then and your biggest calling is when you meet your soulmate, as my wife would say, and become two. It's the yin yang, baby. It's the yin yang, yin yang. Sorry, I'm pronouncing it like I'm white. No, it's not yin yang. It's yin yang. And you're there for. So when you make your family all of this. A man's purpose is to make the people he loves, that starts with your friends, all of everybody, right? Feel safe, secure, and to give them the opportunity to grow and thrive. Let them know that they can try things and fail. You're there. You're not going to chastise them. You're not going to pick on them. You're the guy going, hey, man, good job. Boom. Brian, what do you mean good job? Dude, I just failed. Yeah, but you tried, right? You tried. Boom. Loved ones. And I want you to become the man that loves everybody. And I really, really mean that. When you walk into a room, when you're at a restaurant, wherever it is, you should walk in, shoulders back, head held high, feeling like you're protecting everybody in that room. You're the one standing on the wall. When I walk into a room, I walk in looking for the exits. I'm searching everything. I'm looking for trouble. I'm looking, some dude's got a Band-Aid on his finger, a knee brace, whatever it is. I'm looking at everything instantly. So when trouble happens, I know who started it, which way the exits are, all of that stuff. When I walk into a room, I don't care if it's a room of 2 people or 200 people, I feel like it's my job to protect everybody in there. And I hope there's some other men in there that's been reading this book and I'm not alone. And we're going to, back to back, we protect everybody in there. But that's how your family, so it's, and your family is your core. So you want to give them the opportunity to grow and thrive. And here's the truth that most men miss. Y'all ready? I don't even know. Let me just come back next week. Hang on. Because you ready? Jack Nicholson, you can't handle the truth. You can't. Here's the truth. You cannot protect and provide if you're weak, disciplined, broke, or lost. You can't lead anyone if you can't lead yourself. You can't build up others if your own foundation is crumbling. And that's what these 10 pillars, that's why they exist. They're not just rules. They're the structure that keeps you strong enough to fulfill your mission. Each pillar builds a different part of the man, his strength, his health, his discipline, his consistency, his courage, faith, wisdom, his leadership at home, his example in the world. When these 10 pillars stand strong, everything you build on them stands strong. Your family, your business, your faith, your legacy. Protecting and providing isn't just what you do, it's who you are. You've got to get this. It's the mark of a real man. And I say, it's like everything starts with you. It starts with you. I'm teaching martial arts this morning, and I'm telling these guys, most people, men and women, will spend 80% of their life trying to control things outside of themselves. I don't have any control over what my kids do. Yes, I can threaten to spank them, take their phone away, all this other shit, but they're going to do what they do. I don't have any control over it. My friends are going to do what they do. I can tell them which books to read, how to eat, be carnivore, eat as much animal fat as you possibly can, stay away from sugar and ultra processed. They're going to do what they do. My wife, God help her, is going to do what she does. The only thing God gave you control over is three things. Let me do it like the Germans. Boom. Is what you put in your body, what you do with your body, and the thoughts you dwell on. That's it. The only thing you have control over is you, and you got to make you the best version of you possible. And that's not you right now. That's never going to be you. You're never going to be as good as you can be, because you're going to always be every day trying to get better. That's what this is about. That's what these podcasts are going to be about. You're going to have this to tune into every week, hopefully twice a week. Moving forward. Protect and provide isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up, standing tall, and taking responsibility for everything that carries your name. Every word, every habit, every lesson in this book exists for one purpose: to help you become the kind of man who can protect and provide at the highest level. It is an everyday journey, ladies and gentlemen, every day. Here's how to use these 10 pillars. This is not a book you read once and put it down. This is a code you live by. This is your code of honor. We may go all out, man. We may start getting t-shirts and hats and armor and just boom, baby, boom. Because this is your code, man. Like, I want us to all kind of meet, man. We're going to be out and about, seeing each other, seeing the shirts, protect and provide. You're going to be going, I know that dude. I know that. That's a brother. That's a brother right there. You walk in, boom, give him some love. Because you know now you standing in a room full of 200, you got a brother who's read the books, watched the podcast, and now you got two people protecting 200. Bam, baby. It's a movement, man. This ain't new. This is a movement. Join the movement. Hit the subscribe button. The 10 pillars of manhood are not motivational ideas. They're not quick fixes. They are a blueprint for building a strong man, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritual. Each pillar represents a part of your foundation. When one pillar weakens, everything built on top of it begins to crack. Your health, your family, your business, your faith, it's all connected. I told you in the beginning, everything is connected to everything. You can't fix your finances without fixing your discipline. In our martial arts studios, I'm getting ready to build 2 businesses, but everything is built on this pure, simple 3 words: consistent discipline equals results. Consistent discipline results. That's it. Consistent discipline. You can do everything one time. Go to the gym one time. Go to the karate studio one time. That's not going to help you. Tell your wife I love her one time. Tell your kids one time you love them. No. Everything is consistency. Consistency and discipline is doing what you're supposed to be doing even when people aren't watching. Because who cares who's watching? That shit, no, man. I'm not competing against anyone but myself. I'm going to say that again because it's important. I'm not competing against anybody but myself. And that's you. Oh, let's go on. Let's go on. Can't fix your finances without fixing your discipline. You can't lead your home if you can't lead yourself. You can't protect or provide if your body, mind, or spirit are breaking down. You've got to hold yourself to a higher standard. Who cares what other people are doing? It's you. This is your code. This is you. This book isn't meant to be read and set aside. It's meant to be used. Each pillar ends with a reflection and action questions. These are not optional. These ain't optional. You don't skip and go on to the next chapter. They are the real work. Take time to answer them honestly. Write the answers down. Get a journal. Don't rush it. Think about it. The man you become will be built in those moments of truth when you're honest with yourself. Told you last week, step out of the bathroom, step out of the shower, you stand in front of the mirror naked. That's where we know. We know what we're dealing with. You got to be honest with yourself. Where are you starting right now? You ain't got to make things worse than they are, but you can't make them better than they are. You got to be honest with yourself. When you're going through this book and you're looking at the reflections and the questions, you need to be honest with yourself. The only person you're talking to and dealing with is you. Some questions are going to hit hard. Good. They're supposed to, because the growth never happens in the comfort. That's why you need to fail every day as many times as you can. Most people online think I'm a know-it-all, and I am. And it's not that I'm a know-it-all, because I really don't know that much. But online, I only talk about the shit I really know about. But I go through I love debating people. I don't want to argue with them. Come at me with some knowledge and I'll debate you, because I'm hoping to be proven wrong, because that's the only time I learn. If I'm debating and I win the damn debate, I didn't learn nothing. I already knew it. I just shared information with you. I didn't get no better. A little bit. I get to reinforce what I know, but I'm hoping to lose to the debate, because you're going to tell me something I didn't know. You may even throw something in there that gets me thinking. Wait a minute. And I go back and I start doing deep research. I'll spend the next year reading 20 books on that one little subject, trying to really figure it out and ask, is it really true? Is it this or is it that? You ain't taking my word for all of this. This is just, something. I'm trying to throw a little rock into your belief system. I want you to start looking at things different. Question everything I tell you. You can read one pillar a week, one a month, one a day, but don't move on until you've taken action. Mastery isn't about how fast you read. It's about how deeply you apply it. Man, you can read all the books you want. You can watch all the videos you want. The only thing in your life that's going to make a difference is the actions you take, the consistent, disciplined actions you take. That's it. The 10 pillars are not about perfection. They're about progress. They're about showing up every day, doing the work, and becoming a little stronger, wiser, and more capable than you were yesterday. Before we go any further, the 10 pillars are not about perfection. One of the companies I sold years ago, our tagline was specializing in perfection since like 1984. Specializing, and people used to bug me, specializing in perfection. You're perfect, And so I wrote the definition of perfection. And here it is. Perfection does not exist in the achievement. Perfection can only exist in the effort of the achievement. Always strive to do better than you did. That's when you reach perfection, because there's no such thing as perfection. It's the effort in the achievement. Always trying to do better than you did. That's perfection, baby. You got that? So when I say the 10 pillars are not about perfection, they kind of are. It's about the progress, because every time you do something, you're trying to do it better than you did before. And you're not going to. I just told you. Your job is to fail, learn from it, and get up, dust it off, shake it off, all that. Because a man who protects and provides at the highest level never stops improving. He keeps building until the day he dies. I'm going to read that again. I'm going to back it up. They're about showing up every day, doing the work, and becoming a little stronger and wiser and more capable than you were yesterday. Because a man who protects and provides at his highest level never stops improving. He keeps building until the day he dies. Now turn the page and begin to work. The first pillar awaits, the foundation of every great man. Protect and provide. Boom, bruh. Next week, pillar 1, which is protect and provide, the sacred duty. Woo! Oh, if you've watched till the end, God bless you. Share this video. Reach out to me, ask questions. I'm going to be looking for guests coming up, but we're going to go through this book. Each week is going to be a new pillar, a new podcast, and I'm going to try to end this the same way I started, if I can. Hey guys, this weekend I'll be in Lafayette, Louisiana, teaching some self-defense. Wish you were there. Reach out to me. Share this. Look for the clips. Like it. Find us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. God bless you. Until next week, protect and provide.